What's up, AfterBuzzers? Queen of the South was legit tonight. La Muerte, El Santo. There's a Judas among us. You won't want to miss it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
It was legit. It was legit. It was a crazy episode.
I'm just gonna keep it low here.
Hey. I think we can just do this the whole episode. I think all the people in the chat right now would love to just watch us dance this whole episode.
The chat is popping.
You guys are blowing it up. Thank you so much for waiting for us. We appreciate you all. Queen of the South fans go deep, let me tell you. And this episode did not disappoint. What's up, everyone? My name is Candice Cruz. We're missing Alex tonight, but
you got me.
Right on.
Hey, Leslie Ambriz here. What's up, guys?
Hola, Jorge Pallo here. What's up?
guys, so good. El Santo's back.
Ryan kills it again.
Again,
Every
obviously.
time.
Every single
But
time.
his mind kind of scares me after watching every one of
Ryan,
these
we love you so
episodes.
much. Thank you so much for being on our show last week.
Yes.
But you scare us just a little bit.
Yeah, you had me on edge there, my friend. Had me on edge.
Yeah. Guys,
Like-
I don't even
room
know how to
full of
wrap my head.
killers.
We were sitting there, and it did not feel like an hour had passed.
No.
Like 20 minutes.
When
I was
I
like,
saw
something else is going to happen.
The 45-minute mark, I was like, wait, this is all that's happened?
Right. And then how are they going to end it?
Right.
I thought it was going to be a two-parter.
Two-parter.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
last
yeah.
5,
'Cause
10,
it was-
because we were at the last 5-6 minutes of
Yeah.
the show, and we're like, how is this going to end?
And I was like, no, she's going to be stuck somewhere with El Santo, and, it's going to keep going, but no.
But you know what I love is that they tied in from season 1. We haven't seen El Santo, or season 2. We haven't seen El Santo in so long that I forgot. And they did the flashback at the beginning, thankfully. But they tied in the Judas element again, which is something that he mentioned under his breath a long time ago, and I completely forgot about. But they definitely talked about it a lot in this episode. We're going to talk about that later. We're going to have tarot card reading from both.
Yes, tarot
We've got a great show.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Overall thoughts for this episode, because there weren't a lot of different topics. It was pretty centrally located throughout the entire episode.
Yeah, we didn't even skip to any scenes with, Camila or nothing. It was all strictly Teresa and El Santo. It was really weird, though, to see him at a weaker point, just because he's been so untouchable every time that we've seen him, even when he's just popped in for a brief phone call with Teresa, or even the messages that he sends through the creepy little girls. Every time you're like, this guy's untouchable, nothing can happen to him, so all these people better get their shit together and deliver the money from the supply. So seeing him like this, it threw me off guard at first, and I like that we were able to see a weaker side of him and see a more human side of this God, per se.
I think, too, when he got weak, it made him even more frightening to me.
It did, because it was like an animal being backed into a corner.
Exactly.
Like a wounded animal being backed into a corner that will take you all out, right? I mean, he the first instance of having the prison bombed, right? You can see the devastation.
Or no, his sanctuary, not even prison.
Yeah.
A sanctuary,
That's what it was originally. That's what Teresa called it. But yeah, his sanctuary. And the death toll, and you can see the effect that it had on him. He was definitely out for blood after that, trying to figure out who the Judas was.
It really, I was taking my headphones off half the time because I was waiting with the silences. It's so amazing what the power of music and sound can do.
Yeah.
Because when it went quiet, I was expecting something to happen. So I think even when he went silent and El Santo got really weirded out and very frustrated, that's when I got the most nervous. But the way that he called them all to come was just so creepy.
It was
The
classic
minivan.
El Santo. It was classic.
Right?
Yeah.
So interesting, and they're all from all around the world, like the Legion of Doom of cocaine dealers or something.
It's like yeah.
La Familia.
La Familia, or what do you say? One makes two, and two
Makes a legion.
Makes a legion, yeah. And that's what he had. He had his legion in front of him. Well, they're all dead now. Even you, Sasha the Invincible.
But
You're
they are
dead now, girl.
snakes. They are snakes. And I mean, obviously, you should
Well,
expect that.
yeah.
They're cartel leaders. What else do you expect? But this Irish woman that's standing in the corner, done up to the nines, and she couldn't hurt a fly.
Don't
I don't know.
underestimate.
I don't know.
Well,
Have you ever been to Brooklyn on St. Patty's Day at an Irish bar? I'm just
Well, my
saying.
stepmom's Irish, so I know the Irish very well.
I'm just saying, them Irish girls.
Oh, we were going there. I didn't realize we were going there with that, but
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
But sitting around the table, and like, I love that he's like giving them dinner. I was expecting someone to like choke over with poison or something, like to share a dinner with everybody. And to Sasha, the relationship between Sasha and Teresa was very interesting.
Teresa was stupid to tell her that she had a gun in her room. You have met this girl for like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. She's telling you how she thinks she's invincible. First off, that's not a person you want to be around because they're going to put themselves in danger. That's unnecessary danger. And then it's like, oh, I have a gun. You should join me. Let's be best friends.
She's an opportunist.
She just told you that you're in a room with
killers.
With death dealers, for Christ's sakes. And how do you think that she made it off that plane that El Santo killed everybody else anyway?
She probably killed them herself.
Yeah, she made a deal.
She makes deals.
Yeah.
She's an opportunist.
Well,
She thought
she's
Teresa
not
was getting
making
out. I'm
deals
going to
no
get out
more.
too. And then if someone's going to be pegged, we can't have her. I'm going to use you. I'm going to live. Which we never saw her dead, did we? Did we see a shot of her dead?
No, but I feel like she's
I am
dead.
sure she
Yeah.
is, yes.
I assume so. It's
She's
interesting.
one of those characters. Congrats, you made it through half the episode. You're gone. We're never going to see you again.
But, I mean, she was an interesting character, to say the least.
Yeah, I have to say I'm sad to see the little girls gone.
Are they?
Well, can we
don't
just
know.
say his
There-
thing, though,
there
whenever
were
they
no
went into the
survivors.
room and she pulled her mask up and became, like, a human for a moment. She was adorable.
Yeah, made it even creepier.
No, she was so cute.
Yeah, that made it even creepier.
She's cute, but she's evil.
Yeah, it's
Right.
evil little
But
child.
when she took the mask off for one moment, you're like, oh, you're a little girl. You're
Yeah.
cute. You're very nice.
Yeah. And then the mask went
Not
back on.
anymore.
No.
Which we decided this is going to be my Halloween costume.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Leslie
what can I
can totally
be?
pull it off.
I don't know.
We should do like a Queen of the South family Halloween costume. That's another conversation.
Okay, anyways.
We
that was a
definitely
side-
need to do that.
was a
Side
comment.
tangent. But the plastic gun was also interesting too. And do you think that the little girl caught Teresa?
Oh,
Or do you
yeah.
think that
she
they heard
brought
it was
the gun
Sasha?
down. I don't think.
Right,
yeah.
but do you think that, I mean, he knew that she was wandering around the house. Do you think that they overheard her say that she had a gun, or did you think that she
Oh,
saw
I
it?
think she when she
no.
walked in, I think she
little
when
girl
she saw
saw
it being
it.
unpacked. Yeah.
She was ready. I think it just so happened that she was about to present the gun, and again, Miss Invincible
Sasha.
Opportunist took and was like, "Oh, let me add to it. Not only is she the betrayer,
She has a
also
gun.
Yeah,
She's the
it was
snitch.
a really twisted murder mystery party.
It's like Clue.
Yeah.
Queen of the South style. Ooh. Was that your inspiration, Ryan?
No survivors, a little bit of Santeria, and all of the above.
Let's have a yeah, sure. Come on over to Bolivia. We'll have some dinner. We'll have a few laughs. I'll accuse you of being a Judas.
Someone's Judas in our midst.
Yes.
And El Dentista came back.
That was
Oh,
a good
for
throwback.
a few minutes, but yeah.
You weren't
Can
too
we
happy
have a
with
moment
that
of
scene.
silence for him?
Okay.
Okay.
How about those teeth being stuck in the skull, being embedded, right?
Yeah, and then you went back and made us
Yeah.
rewatch it
Yeah,
again.
he's like, what happened?
Wait.
Let me rewatch that. What's in his face?
Should have put it in slow motion, really. What? He pulled
You better
a lot
just
of
be
people's
happy
feet.
you can
guys
smile
are
right now.
feeling-
He can't smile.
He
No,
has
he
no
can't.
teeth.
He's dead.
He's dead. Wait, is he dead though?
Well,
He
yeah,
died
he
in
did.
the
Explosion, I'm sure he's
Oh,
dead.
He
Yeah.
did.
Oh, there was an
There's a
explosion.
big body count on today's
Remember.
episode.
A big, large,
Yeah.
huge.
Big
Yeah.
death count.
Big
All,
death count.
all on Devin Finch's hand, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Which I want to know. I get how he found Teresa at the dinner party, but how did he know about the sanctuary?
Yeah, that was what I was wondering too.
Yeah, me too. Well, okay, so remember flashback to a couple episodes ago when they were waterboarding. She gave a phone
Kellyanne,
number. So I bet you anything that they tracked where the phone number was originally, even though it was canceled, and searched around
So
and found
she did
it.
betray them.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Because how else would you do it? Because she doesn't know the location. She was
Yeah.
taken there. She didn't see anything. No one knows where it is unless James remembers where it is.
Oh, Jane. Oh.
Predictions in the future. Hold on to that.
that's
We're holding on to
later
that,
on.
Jim.
Yeah, because we got some
Hold on
other.
to that
Yeah.
tight.
Hold it on.
Holding on. Because there's a lot going on.
Can't have you throwing shade at James too early now. Hang on.
You know
Wait till
what?
later.
I love James though. For right now.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
What
James,
about
I'm coming for you.
Can we talk about the little dream sequence for a second?
Ooh.
Or are we jumping into that already?
Do you want to jump into that, or we can go into something else?
I mean,
I was just thrown off by that, so I wanted to talk
the
about
whole
it.
dream sequence. I mean, yeah. So okay, so that works with El Dentista though, because he took the potion of whatever that is.
zombie
What is it
potion.
called? You wrote down the name.
Oh, not of the potion.
No, there wasn't a name of the potion. He said it was something. It was like a zombie potion. It's
Yeah.
made from toads and the cuttlefish.
No,
Was-
the toads and
Toad
Or
and
pufferfish.
something.
Pufferfish.
There we go.
Yeah, it was a toad and a pufferfish,
And it
right?
takes you to the land of the dead.
Yeah.
okay, question.
Yeah.
Would you take a potion to go to the land of the dead?
In those circumstances, yeah.
Yes,
I have
in
been
general.
to Grateful Dead concerts and have taken. Well, never mind.
Well,
Not so much a
then.
potion,
Don't
but
do
I was at a
drugs,
Grateful
kids.
Dead concert once.
Should we transition?
Sure, yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
Your
Let's-
potions, drama, all the things.
So much drama that happens everywhere, even at Grateful Dead concerts, apparently. But another
don't wanna
place
know
you
that.
can catch drama is here at AfterBuzz TV. You guys, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, but the best one being Queen of the South, let's be real. But we also have reality TV, sci-fi, and there's no other network that works harder to serve you guys, TV fans, dedicated, because not only do you watch the show, you dedicate about another hour to talk about the show. And that's why we love you guys. But unfortunately, we need a little bit more. We need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube is going to be able to suggest more content for you. You know, right when you log on and you see, this is a recommended video because you watched this. You'll see more AfterBuzz stuff after you subscribe. Easy peasy, right? And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't worry. You're optional. Go to your settings, change all that. Don't be lazy about it. You can do it. So hit the subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. And let us know if you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. But for now, thank you guys so much for being the best fans ever. Because you really are. You are dedicated.
I mean, they're blowing up in the chat. Can
They're
we
blowing up.
Is there anything? What's going on in here? I want to hear their
let's
thoughts
see.
about all of
Well,
it.
Kat Jamendez, J.A. Mendez, says, yes, Jerisa is real. And
Jerisa? Is that the new name?
Jerisa, Jeresa, or Jeresa. I like Jeresa.
Jeresa.
Jerisa
Jeresa.
made me sound like a cheerleader.
Go team.
Teresa. Let's see what else is going on. Kat also says, OMG, I hate Wedo, and he did work with the DEA. ...
Teresa has had a handful of Judases in her midst.
Let's be nice to Wedo. He's dead.
Yeah, but Wedo never betrayed Teresa.
Well,
never
he was
did.
also very.
I mean, he betrayed Epifanio, but in Batman back in the day, but not.
Batman, R.I.P.
I mean,
Let's see. Somebody said, so Finch killed little kids. Hell no. That was Faye. And that's,
Finch is just trouble.
Oh, I said Kat's name wrong. It's Katja Mendez, right? I hope I said that right.
Gotcha.
Katja. Spell it phonetically for me, please. Thank you.
So what is Finch? Is Finch then CIA? Is that what he is?
We don't know. Remember, because he was working with a bigger
He was working
organization.
with an agency.
Yes, we just don't know which one. I believe it's CIA.
But he was the one that was calling the shots.
Yeah.
In this
right
episode,
in this
he was
episode,
the voice.
I don't think he's the main one calling the shots anymore.
Like there's someone above him and
I
he's just a
still
man
think-
on the ground. I'm
right.
surprised he was there to get his hands dirty.
I think. Well, he wasn't really.
Yeah, he was
Everyone
still
else
in
was
the
doing his
suit
dirty
sitting in
work.
the
Yeah,
van.
but he was still down there. I would
But
expect him to be
I think
somewhere
that,
else.
like, I'm going to go back to what I said a couple episodes ago about him. I think he made a deal with this agency. I think it's CIA because he knew all of the shit that he was involved in. This was his, like, alibi or way out. Don't, like, a tit for tat type of thing. Don't break up my operation, but I'll help you get the other big cartels.
Side deals.
Side deals so that he could stay
Jacques.
safe. And then on top of it, you know how she's paying Mayo or was paying Mayo under the table. Probably the same situation. Listen, I'll cut you a deal. I'll work with you. I'll help you. Just like keep me safe, keep me clean.
shenanigans.
Devin's
That's
gotta
my
go.
guess about
Devin's
Devin.
gotta go.
But okay. I don't know whether we should jump to the necklace or whether we should jump to the potion because they're two big pivotal points.
Well, I think the potion comes before the necklace, right?
Yes, but we're already talking about Devin.
Okay.
So, I mean, Devin, obviously, we know how they found him, found everybody this time. We still don't know exactly how they found the sanctuary, but it was the tracker for the necklace. So
Yeah.
who put the tracker in the necklace?
Kellyanne. Oh,
No,
look
it's
at
a-
that.
Kellyanne, apparently.
all day. Come on.
I mean, I think I'm feeling fairly confident about Kellyanne.
We think about it, okay? We've underestimated her this whole season. We've been like, oh yeah, whatever. She's kind of a liability.
She was literally, keep going.
She's
Okay.
the ultimate liability.
She's
She's
the
a
ultimate
mole.
liability. Yeah, especially she's the mole. Why is she snorting all this cocaine? Yeah, you got wine
she's
boarded,
skimming from the top.
but
But I think she literally gave us the answer in the episode when she was talking to Teresa, saying like giving all these Bible verses that her dad used to tell her, and then leading into like, why is it all this darkness won't go away? I feel like I've changed into this new person. Like she was almost asking for Teresa's forgiveness prior to her going to El Santo.
How about that
go.
Psalm verse?
No, that was just really exciting. I think
you
that was
want
like
to
a really
read
nice
it for us?
I have the Psalm verse right here.
Psalm 114.
Yeah, Psalm
144.
144. Should I do it in Pote voice?
Go for it, because that's how they presented
That's how
it.
they presented it. Praise be to the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war, my fingers for battle. He is my loving God and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield, in whom I take refuge, who subdues peoples under me.
I just got chills. Whew. That verse and on top of it with Pote.
Pretty heavy stuff, man. And again, the themes of war come back.
Well, I
She
mean, this
is-
entire episode has been all about war
Yeah.
and death.
This entire season, yeah.
Yes, but even very specifically, like how many people died in this episode, body count.
By being bombed, man. You know, that's the coward's way out.
Or the easy way out.
Yeah.
Well,
Cowards.
yeah, cowards. Yeah, that's it.
Bombing 'em.
It's late, guys. Cowards, easy. Same
I was like, you're
difference.
saying the same thing.
Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Yeah, zucchini, cucumber, whatever. What?
I don't know why I nodded. I was
You were
clearly
just
not
going along
listening.
with it.
I was
Going
like, yeah,
along with it.
wait,
We know.
wait a second. I was reading the chat. Don't read the chat and try to be in the conversation, everyone. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
So this drone too, with Devin and trying to find the heat, like they just came in and just like killed that guy. He almost had a chance of
Yeah.
getting out and just like right in the head.
Yeah, I was like, oh, play dead. Boom. I was like, never mind. It
Big
didn't work.
vibes,
It
son.
didn't work for you. I'm sorry, bro.
They're taking no prisoners, dude. Keep your head down.
Well, you took a baby,
Yeah, well, he had to cut.
Well-
Santo had to cut his baby out of his wife's stomach.
which
Which that was a big baby. And
and a very
Well-
was
clean
it due
baby.
next week? 'Cause it was,
It was a very
it was
big
done
baby.
cooking. It was done.
Who's very done cooking.
Came out
It's
of
a
the
little
oven, but it was
overbaked.
ready.
But he
Yeah.
was adorable. Those eyes, though. I'm sorry. I'm going to just talk for a second because that baby was so stinking cute. And he
cute.
looked up at his dad, and I was just like, oh my God. He's so
Good thing he's little El Santo.
And he got cut
ain't
out of his mother's
innocent.
womb. Like, he
Yeah.
was just happy he got out.
Were you guys afraid that Santo killed the baby for a second there?
I
I
thought
thought
he
he
was
was
gonna
gonna sacrifice
kill him.
I thought he was going
Really?
to sacrifice.
I thought he was.
I thought the baby was
Because
sacrificed for a
it
second.
was so much of like, you know, having to sacrifice your son. I feel like he could find some type of biblical
Reason
tie
to do
into
it,
that of
yeah.
like, you know, forgoing your son in order to save the greater good or whatever of his mission. So when he laid him down and just left him, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we didn't have to see a soldier come in and go, oh, look, a baby. Boom.
Thank you for
Thank you,
sparing
'cause
us.
They would do that to us.
I wouldn't be able to handle it. I would have just been sobbing.
Yeah, Ryan, thank
the
you
whole
for
time.
not doing that.
We appreciate it.
appreciate
it. was alluded to. That's all we need.
we're good.
Yeah.
We found the baby blanket later on in the woods. It's fine. It's fine. That was enough. But going in into the what is it? A morgue? It's not a morgue. What is the proper term of the big atrium that they were in?
Is it the chapel? Was it a chapel?
No, it was actually where people get buried. It's just a
A
proper term.
cemetery?
No.
No, there's
It's
another word for
you know what I'm
It's a
talking about.
tomb.
It's a very specific tomb.
Mausoleum.
There you go.
Boom.
Ding, ding, ding. Sounds like 2 words. Mausoleum. Charades. Not my strongest suit.
Took us a while, but
We got there. The mausoleum, I was just expecting to see like a floating body when they went in. I was like, oh God, I can't.
Oh yeah, just like a
'Cause they
creepy
literally-
hand, just like out of a coffin going.
That would've been,
I mean,
No.
we kind of saw that with Guido.
no.
With Guido coming out
just coming at you.
and just being like, come here, Teresa.
For those listening, I'm being
Yeah.
tortured by hands right now.
So if you're listening on iTunes, which you totally should, and listen to this wonderful conversation that's happening right now if you're not watching us already, there are a lot of animations happening.
Always.
So watch us on YouTube, comment in the live YouTube chat, see our lovely faces and our animations, or go to iTunes, give us 5 stars, comment, let us know what you thought, and you can listen to all of our weird sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's a weird
Should
sound
we hear
effect.
another weird sound effect?
Yes.
Our friend over here. Is it time for that?
Oh, no, not yet.
No. Dang, I'm
You're
so
jumping
ready.
the gun. You
I'm
really
so
want.
ready.
Pote's tarot card reading is coming in just a moment.
I'll see if anybody on the
After
chat wants
commercial
me to
break.
do something in Pote
I
voice.
got you. I'm on it.
There you go. But the hand from Whittle and going into the conversation that you want to talk about, going into the dead and taking the potion from the puffer fish and toads apparently will make you go to the dead. Don't try that at home, by the way. Don't do that.
They
But-
can't make it. They're fine. You don't need to disclaimer that.
But
Go ahead.
thankfully, I was expecting something a lot darker than what we saw.
Yeah.
We saw a couple glimpses of darkness, but I really liked her version going into the dead. Because we re-see the flashback that she was having previously, and then you see her like recognizing that she's having the same flashback again, and then all of a sudden she's pregnant, and then it goes into like, do you think that this was the life she could have had? Is this like a premonition, like a future of like opposite things, or is this like Widow just trying to keep her in this afterlife because your afterlife is what you could have had in life? Does it make sense where I'm going with that?
I think it was I think it's kind of like, you know, it's anybody ever see Coco? You know, it's
Well,
like that Day of the Dead. It's like it was Güero. You know,
Yeah, it was.
I think you're right. I think it's like Güero was trying to keep her with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had to, because the queen shows up, and she's the only one that can pull her out of that.
But to see Widow and like those tears that welled up in his eyes, to see that like I really do think it was him trying to convince her to stay.
Yeah,
because
always causing problems, even in the afterlife.
Because here in this
well, I
life,
wasn't
we
going
can-
that route, but sure.
But she still saw James while she was there.
With the black hooded figure.
Yeah.
Ooh, could that be something too?
Maybe.
What could it
Everything's symbolic in the show, so maybe.
I know, which I love so much because you can go back and watch everything and you're like, oh my God, it was literally in the first episode and we could have seen it.
Yeah.
You didn't see it.
It's all connected.
It's
Maybe
amazing.
it's James and Kellyanne working together.
I still don't think James is the mole. I don't know. I can't see it.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
But why go
get ya.
through all of that? I don't
Go
know.
through all of what?
Like,
Everything that he's gone through?
yeah.
Because he loves her.
He could
You'll
still
do anything
betray
for love.
her.
You can
but
betray.
still love her.
How could you betray somebody you love?
Because
We'll
you
do
think
it
that
all
it's
the
gonna
time.
I don't
life.
think
you think it's
People
gonna
do.
work out for you in the long run of being like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna betray her, but this is gonna convince her to get out of this, and then she'll be all mine type of conversation. You know what I
Take
mean?
it to the dark side, baby.
Yeah, let me like get you out of this business and then go from there.
That's a good one.
That's sneaky.
Yeah. It's James. He's a sneaky guy.
My only
I like that scene between James and Pote, though. with the
Oh, with the
$500
guns
with the
and-
It
guns
was
and
so
shit.
good.
Yeah,
500 for each.
yeah, 500 for each.
Where's the 1,000 you owe me?
Boom, boom.
That was amazing.
That was
Good
cool.
shot.
That was great.
Great shot.
That was so good.
God,
Is there
bro.
more going on
Love
in the
a
chat
good
that we're
Pote.
like missing out on here? 'Cause, like, you guys are
currently-
turning up in there.
They are turning up. They said, Candice, you always go to the worst case scenario. That's what Faye said.
Yes, I do. I love you, Faye. But you know what? I've been kind of spot on certain ones.
You have. They want to hear James speak Spanish. We've heard little
A little
Spanglish
bit.
bits, not too much. But we
I don't
definitely...
need it.
But he's not Spanish at all.
He's not
Like,
He's
Spanish.
British. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, yes, the actor is, but in the show, he's American.
Yeah.
They make him American, and he's gone and served, and then he like starts working in the cartel. He's not.
I don't need him to speak Spanish. That's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And Faye's also saying, I think at this point, at the point this season, she's planning ahead more and being more strategic until
Do
the
we
last
think,
episode.
though?
If she was planning ahead more, then why did she say to Sasha, "Hey, girl, I got a gun in my room"?
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
I think she was.
Yeah.
She exceeded expectations the last few. I'll give her that. She was doing a little bit higher marks till this episode, and she just lost them all.
She's growing, and because she's growing, she's making a lot of mistakes in the process.
But also, one comment that I really did like from El Santo is he said, "You come back, and that darkness that I saw previously in you that you had grown is no longer there." So I'm
Not that it's no
wondering.
longer there. It's no longer her enemy.
No longer her enemy,
no longer
right.
Enemy.
So-
You've resurrected. Go in peace.
Oh, can you read the whole thing one more time?
That's all I have. Darkness is no longer your enemy. You've resurrected. Go in peace.
But I wonder if her being strategic is where the darkness is being harbored, is like, you know, kind of out for blood that way. But when she works from her genuine intentions of like reaction, it's no longer an enemy, maybe? Does that make sense though? Like that route of
Like
like,
now she can use it for her benefit instead of it
yes,
being
when you
her
look for the
weakest
positives
point.
and you're just trying to save yourself or like save the people that you love in the moment, it's not from like genuine evil versus like when she was going after, you know, La Comisión, she was strategically putting evil out there to chase them down versus being reactive. So maybe she just needs to find the strength and the confidence that whatever comes her way, she can face. So that's why evil's no longer her enemy.
Yeah.
Because she is. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
Maybe. I'm just getting really philosophical with El Santo.
I think you have to. I think that's what they want us to do.
But I loved seeing the lighter element of him, and especially at the end. But he transitioned very, like within 0.5 seconds. He went from "I'm not doing this anymore" to her like talking to him, and he's like, "You've resurrected. Let's go. We have to find them and kill them." I'm like, "Were you gonna kill yourself a second ago? And now you want to kill them?" I don't know which way you're going.
Supply is gone now, so
Where are they gonna get the supply from?
that was
That's gonna be a whole nother thing.
Because I was gonna say all those other cartel leaders are dead. You could go after that, but he's the main supplier for all of them.
their
So
supply,
like,
so she's gonna have
that's
to find
dumb.
it somewhere
Well,
else.
she told him that he could rebuild, that he can reinvent himself as well. So maybe he's going to take that to heart, and then because he did turn on a dime and was like, "Let's go and hunt these
People down.
mothers down and take them out." So he's probably, I bet. Plus, he made a promise to his son, right?
They'll see
And
each
if there's
other
one thing
again.
that I know, when a Latin father makes a promise to his son, they keep it. Damn it! At least my dad did.
That was very sweet and heartfelt.
So nice.
That was very nice. But I think there's going to be a lot more death coming up.
Yeah.
And I want to hear, I want to get the pote. I want to hear the tarot cards.
Let's
I'm like really excited because it's.
Okay.
Do we have
And
music?
we do
don't
have
music.
requests from you.
We have requests.
Once you're done with that tarot.
Of all the different lines that you have to read
But proceed, my
in
friend.
pote.
Proceed.
Put your glasses on.
Yes,
love
my
it.
glasses are on. Okay. Gather around, my children, for Pope's tarot card reading. Here we go. The Death card shows Death himself riding on a white horse, holding a black and white flag. Death is portrayed as a skeleton, as the skeletal bones are the part of the body that survives death. The armor he's wearing indicates that he is invincible and unconquerable. Indeed, no one has triumphed over death. The horse that Death rides is white, the color of purity. Death is therefore the ultimate purifier. All things are reborn, fresh, new, and pure. Notice even the bishop paying homage to him. All sectors of the human race are represented. The banner that Death carries has a black background indicating an absence of light. Death is ruled by Scorpio, the sign of sex, death, and taxes. All right. And the number is 13, sacred to Goddess, as there are 13 moons in a year. Thank you, my children. This has been Pote's Tarot Card Reading.
There it is. So beautiful.
The resurrection.
The
and
resurrection.
purity.
Beautiful.
Wow.
What do we got here?
We have
Guys,
a
you are so
request.
good at this.
Can you read that? It's super tiny. Oh,
Wait.
did I make it go away?
Like the intricacies from the tarot card reading into the show.
Via King George. Okay, so this one is from S. Mark Carter. Jorge, for your potes skit via King George. Is this some kind of psychopathic?
We're waiting.
Man in a uniform. Okay,
He's
I'm trying to figure out how to
He's
say-
preparing.
Is this some kind of psychopathic courtship? Because I'm digging it. Like, I like a man in uniform. Okay.
Brilliant.
Any
Thank
others?
you, SM.
Any others in there?
Let's see. Scroll to the bottom. Nope, that
No.
was it.
That was one?
That was it.
All right. You guys send them. I'll do them.
I love this. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
I love
I
both
love it. Both is the best.
We got to get him. We're going to get him.
Yeah, you want to
So-
announce that?
Go for it.
All right. Well, the plan is,
The plan.
The plan is, folks, should all things work out well, Hemke Madera, Bote himself, will be in studio next week. There it is. Hey, 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 hey. Wepa.
We don't have any fun on this panel at all.
No,
No.
not
None.
at all. I'm bored
None.
all the time.
I'm bored. I don't want to come here. I don't want to do this at all, ever.
Dance party.
I love it so much.
It's the best.
So one thing I do want to talk about before we go into predictions is Kellyanne and like how she got to where she's at. Do you think that it has something to do with the waterboarding? Do you think it has to do with her husband that she shot, or do you think it has to do with her being the Judas?
I think it's all of the above.
Yeah.
Because she
All
didn't
the
have just one vial. I think I counted 3 in that hotel. Did no one else see that?
I didn't catch that.
Oh my God, you guys didn't see it? Please tell me. If anyone saw that, tell me how many count there were. Because she went to the dresser, covered it up. Then she ran back. Oh my God, it's so a mess. I'm so sorry. And then she goes over to the bed and then she covers it up again and you hear the clink. And there were like 2 or 3 in the bed
didn't
sheets.
know.
Dang, girl, she got a problem.
And exactly. And then Teresa was like, take your time. I'll wait outside. Because she knows. And they even talk about it in the phone before she gets there. So like, I thought it was just a one time, like, let's do a couple bumps, get a little high, get all the edge off. Apparently she's getting to the point to where it's like,
It's a habit.
it's
Yeah,
a
because
necessary
she's
an
betrayed
addiction.
It's an
Teresa.
addiction.
She's betrayed her. That's why.
Yeah.
She can't sleep. She can't think.
She killed her husband. She's been on the run. You right?
Where
She's
is
under an
also
assumed
the son?
identity.
Where is Tony?
Tony's in
Yeah,
boarding
where's
school, kept far away from everybody else so that he can be kept safe. That was
Yeah.
Pretty sure. He's playing soccer, you know.
Sure, he's at boarding school.
Yeah.
Who's paying for said boarding school?
Teresa.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that was an episode before when she showed him the
Did she
picture.
talk about that?
Did she say that? I thought he
He's
was
a
just
what-
in school, not in boarding school.
Well, you assume.
Okay.
I
Like,
didn't assume
He-
that.
I'm not. What do you think? He's at
Either
PS.
way.
He's gone. He's
He's
not.
gone.
You think he's at PS 139, like
Yes.
across the street?
Okay,
Yes.
I don't like this sass.
Sass in the hair. It's all good.
Well,
Your
yeah.
hair is all crazy,
great.
homie.
That's how I was
It was
laughing.
very
Is that what it
It was
was?
great.
I was like, how long
It's like,
should we
hello.
let him go?
We're just mean.
It's like
Maybe we're
having
the Judas.
it's like having my sisters back, right?
That's
And they were
weird.
mean too.
No, I'm so sorry.
Do we need to have a therapy session right now?
Maybe.
You okay? Okay.
I'm gonna go
Next
lay
time,
down on the
next
couch
time.
over
Go
there.
ahead.
Okay. You go sit
Sad
on
but
that.
soon.
Well, let's just go into predictions because I feel like this whole episode was just chock full of them. And I want to take your mind off of your sisters.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Go.
Me?
Yes, you.
Why me?
Because I'm leading it to you.
Okay. All right. Here it goes. I think we're gonna get back into Camilla's storyline next week. That's
Yes.
for sure. I think Kelly. My prediction is Kellyanne is the mole. I think we're gonna find out next week that she's the one that's been causing all the problems. But then again, Snow the Product is coming back next week too. So maybe she's the mole because maybe she's still embittered with the whole. Well, no, because then she got her back all carved up by Becca's men, right? Dang, so much is gonna. It's kind of hard to predict what the hell's gonna happen next. I have no idea. I got no
That's
idea.
your prediction. You have
My
no
My
idea.
prediction is
Great.
my
That's
prediction
fine.
is I will be here next week and I will watch the show and go, oh, that was cool. That was great. That was a great episode.
Good job, guys.
Oh my. No, it is a twisted.
It's so
Twisted
twisted.
one, because you think you got it, and then they slide something else right in. I definitely think it's Kellyanne. For sure, definitely. I think we've underestimated her. Kellyanne, maybe, go on. I might be wrong, real wrong. Loya's finally getting the storyline that I've wanted him to have, and he's been doing something in there somehow with Kellyanne, helping out with Devin Finch. Boom, bam, redeemed. There you go. Yes. I said it was out there, okay? No one's responding.
I'm just trying to process this whole character
Somehow, I'm
interlude.
just saying somehow, some way, Loya would come back. But that's like a side note of me just trying to save this character.
I think
But
speaking of going into
I
Loya
wasn't done
with
talking.
I still
but-
think Camilla needs to go to Loyal, but all right. But anyway, go ahead.
Excuse me.
she just checked.
I wasn't
her-
even talking.
Yeah.
But definitely
Yeah.
a more realistic prediction. I think Kellyanne is trying to find a way out of this, because she did say, who would have imagined that I'd be involved in this, and this when they walked into the party for the first time. So I think this was maybe a way out. Maybe Devin Finch was like, listen, you help me out, you do all this, I'll make sure you get away from this life and go back to your cushy housewife going to all these fundraisers, and that'll be it.
Of course, this is all after Devin Finch had already waterboarded her with the champagne bottle, right?
But it could have been a way to, keep us.
Oh,
From
I don't
that
think she's
storyline.
that. I don't think
Nah?
Kellyanne has got that. No, I don't think she's got that kind of cojones. I'm sorry. No.
Am I
You
good
think
to
she
talk
would?
now?
You think she would have given him up? Okay, don't sass me. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're
You
fine.
sass me.
Go
I'm just
ahead.
kidding. I don't think it's Kellyanne.
No. Ooh.
No, I think it's James.
Really?
And the reason why, Kellyanne wasn't really that inundated in the storyline at the time of when she originally met with El Santo. And he originally said, you have a Judas in your midst right now. So, that being said, I think that all of that probably happened before. I don't think that it was malicious for Teresa. I think that it was originally meant for Widow. And I think that there was a reason why he put it on that necklace for Finch previous. Remember, he was working with Finch, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he was ever meant to be. And he wasn't around when he saw, when Teresa took the necklace off of Widow.
Yeah.
So this is really out there, but I'm going to go for it.
I went out there, so you're
You
fine.
did.
Yeah.
So Devin Finch is working for some type of agency, right? Maybe CIA. So if James was working for him during that element, and if it still goes back to where he was making the side deal, like I said earlier, of Devin Finch is I'll give you a cartel person in order for exchange or whatever. He's going after Teresa, so he goes after Widow, because eventually those two are going to come together. James wasn't with Teresa at that point in time, so he probably assumed she was with Widow.
That's
An
out there, but
interlude.
yeah.
It's out there.
I'm going to throw in some, Faye says,
Yes.
good prediction. And
Thank
then,
you.
Cassandra Sellers says, Kellyanne works for Devin. She wants out but cannot get out until they get El Santo. And Katya Mendez says, James is ex-army. Maybe now he's DEA or CIA.
He very well could be.
Yeah.
He could have been undercover this whole time.
Then wouldn't he have taken out Camilla a long time ago, though?
No, because
But
it's
maybe
in
he's
game,
being
long game,
strategic.
strategic.
That would be interesting.
I could easily see something like that,
Yeah.
because there are people that go undercover for years.
I'd be heartbroken, but
Right.
But he also
However-
killed Birdman.
but that would be a good way to break all of us.
But James
watching.
also killed Birdman, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could still
You can still kill your own people sometimes too,
As
if necessary. Yeah.
Damn,
as- if he was-
that's a smart. Don't listen to my prediction. This is no.
As much as I love James, I'm all team James and Teresa. And I still think that he really does love her. I'm not taking any of that away.
Yeah.
I think that when it comes to the job, and if you're that inundated with it, even if he's not working with CIA, which I really do like that element of it, he could easily have been working with Devin, and that was the original trajectory. And then Teresa came back into the picture, and he didn't think that she was going to get hurt.
and the little girl story was all made up. in
It could be.
Texas.
Because
To
remember,
make
he
Teresa trust him.
because he didn't remember, he didn't tell her about the little girl stuff at the beginning because he
Yeah.
wanted her to trust. And then she still did.
Damn,
plausible.
that'd be a bomb thing to happen.
It's
I'd
plausible.
I like this.
I'm
I like
about
where
it.
it's
I just
I'm
don't.
about
going.
I
it.
just don't see how they could come back from that, though.
What? Who? James
Well,
and
maybe-
Teresa?
Yeah.
James
I don't
would be
think they would
gone.
come back.
But we don't see James at the end. Remember the very first episode? James is not there.
She was with another person that she kills.
Yeah.
And then she gets killed. And we don't know who killed her.
So maybe this is James.
What if James is the one that. Oh, no.
James is the one that killed Teresa.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, because
You went there, didn't you?
I did.
You just went there, didn't you?
listen, James. Wait, ready? James has always been a sharpshooter. We
Oh,
see that.
oh.
The only time he was messy was in this potentially. Oh, I just spit. This potentially fabricated story about killing this family and accidentally getting a little girl killed. That's the only time we've seen him be messy.
James, you.
But we never really saw it. We were just told the story. So,
The only other time he didn't miss a shot was when he didn't kill Teresa the first time.
yeah. But James never misses. He's never messy. Oh, damn.
Oh
Yeah. Well, that could be really far-fetched. That could just be some fan fiction right there. But those are our predictions for the day. So I don't even know where else to go with all of that.
I think we covered everything.
I'm really hyped for next episode because I think that this episode, as fast as it went, definitely had a lot of elements to it that were leading up to a really big 3-episode finale. So guys, you won't want to miss any of it. Continue chatting in the live chat and chatting below and commenting. Let us know all your predictions and what you think, and be sure to like and subscribe and comment to all of our channels, YouTube and iTunes included. And you can find me on all my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
And you can find me, Leslie Ambriz, at Leslie M. Ambriz.
And you can find me, Jorge Pallo, at the El Jorge on all of my social media. That's THEEL Jorge. There you go.
Very nice. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Buenas noches.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.